Hello everyone, and welcome to what I'm prepping today. So today is a day where I'm going to take my dog food out of the freeze dryer, and I am not going to bore you with another load of raw dog food out of the freeze dryer. So I have learned to make my bags up ahead of time, especially if it's a repeat load. I know how many bags and how I'm going to do that. So I made up 12 of these bags. Now, in every one of my packs of oxygen absorbers, there are 20. However, I have 2 bags of 50 that I have left over from, these are a couple years old. I'm hoping they're good. I don't see a problem because you can see the bag is still vacuum sealed. And this is the brand that I've always used. I have used one other brand. Didn't like it so much. I don't know why, but these give you like an extended working time. So I made up, I saw these in there and I said, well, you know what? I think today is definitely a day I can do 50. I've already got 12 going with the Titan dog food. So then, of course, I have this tea. Normally, when I do tea, I do it in this size bag, which is the tall one. And in one of my videos, I have links, or if not links, the web addresses of where I prefer to get my bags. A lot of times there are questions in the comment section, where I get my bags, asking that. And I answer it when I can, and I try to be complete. I don't mean to be rude, but I think I'm just going to start linking the video, or just say, hey, go look at the video. I have a video, search the channel. Or maybe not, because that just seems rude. Anyway, so if I can, I'll link it here somewhere where I get my Mylar bags. And I guess I could start putting it in my description as part of my description, but I don't know if you can do a standard description. And here I go, ranting again. So what I did was, I normally put 12 tea bags in one of these, and this is one of my favorite size bags. I only use 3 different size bags. Now, well, 4 technically, because for spices, I'll cut this bag in half. But it's still, I like things to be more streamlined. So instead of doing 12 and 12 and 12 and having so many bags, because the bags aren't cheap, and oxygen absorbers are about 10 cents each, right under 10 cents each if I buy them in bulk. So, which I do, 1,500 at a time. So I decided to do 24 bags. This isn't like one of the medicinal teas or anything like that. And, if you're out of tea, you can just grab 24. You don't need to grab 12. And they're individually wrapped as well. So that right there, is protection as well. So let's see. So yeah, I ended up doing 8 of these full of 24 bags each. Now also, while I was at the, so that brought me up to 40, so I need 10 more bags. So no, that didn't bring me up to 40. That brought me up to 20. Wow. So I picked up another case of this top ramen chicken flavor, just for sharing and, long-term storage, hoping it lasts. And if it doesn't, oh well. It's cheap insurance, I guess. So there's 24 in there, which brings me up to 44. So I need 6 more bags to make 50 to be able to use this entire package up. And so I decided to do 6 packs of lentils that I got at the dollar store. And so that's it. That's my 50 bags that I'll be prepping today. And I'll be back when they're done. Well, yeah, maybe. Okay. And I'm back. Didn't even know I was gone, did you? Yeah, it's been a couple hours already, and boom, look at that. I'm done. No time passed at all for you, huh? So, after I had everything in the bags, it took me 1 hour exactly to just seal 50 bags. That's taking 5 or 10 oxygen absorbers out of the big pack at a time, folding the packet over so the rest of them don't get too much oxygen and start their activation quickly, leaving 5 or 10 out at a time, sealing 5 or 10 bags, setting them aside, and then yeah, it was an hour just to seal them, and then I take the time and cut the top off. And this is probably where some of my damage is coming in. If you remember some of my damage, you see I'm sealing it here, like right across here, and then I cut it off where this right there is rounded. I can't get that rounded edge there. I mean, I guess I could, but too much time. I'd rather honestly deal with a compromised bag occasionally, and the bags are only compromised because I don't put them in their buckets right away. So this is what 50 bags looks like. Now I have to separate them into bags or buckets or a tote to take to where they're going to be stored. And we have 6 pounds of lentils, 8 bags of 24. So what's that? Almost 200 Bigelow organic tea bags. Remember, my O on my package means organic. And then I have 12 1-pound packages of freeze-dried Titan dog food. That's my only freeze-dried item here. There's 12 of those. And then there are 24 Top Ramen 3-ounce noodle packs. And on here, I took the extra time and put 380 calories. I didn't realize that one envelope of ramen noodles provide that many calories. So that's it. And I'm pretty much done for today, except for that. My 20-pound, 2-half circle cut, spiral sliced hams are almost done. They've got an hour and 47 minutes. I guess I didn't really need to heat it through to freeze dry it. I just did because this is for dinner and a couple days dinner. What doesn't go, I will take at least 10 pounds of this and freeze dry it. I may throw extra slices on the trays. It'll take a little longer, but you know, it is what it is. And then I'll use the bones. I'll freeze one bone and then use the other bone to make some lima bean soup. And then that'll be Fred's next meal. Fred, as you know, is the freeze dryer. And just like we call our fridge and know what it is, pretty soon everybody's going to say my Fred, and we're going to know what a Fred is. So that's pretty much what I prepped today. It's been unseasonably cold. 2 days ago, it was so warm, I went outside, I started pulling some weeds and getting, doing the things that I should have done in the fall in the garden. And then I actually planted 4 plants. I don't weed, like pull the weeds out of the whole garden and then plant. I weed a little bit and then plant a plant. And then because of my shoulder, I don't know how many of you know that I had surgery on my shoulder like 2 years ago, almost 2 years ago, or over, yeah, about 2 years ago, and I still can't use my shoulder without my back spasming up. But anyway, so I can only do things a little at a time, and I have to constantly change what I'm doing, and a lot of my time is spent sitting, binge watching television shows, and it's not because of COVID, it's because I can't do a lot. But anyway, so this is 50 bags, and then I also had to run to the post office this morning because you know what I do with my plants. We had decided to advertise our raspberry plants again, and someone from Ohio wanted me to ship them, and I'm like, okay, I can do that. So he bought 10 plants, and I want to show you, there is a reason for this. If you are into shipping anything ever, this is something you might want to pay attention to. If you don't ship anything, then you can stop now. But it's always nice if you watch to the end. So priority mail is expensive. However, I want to tell you, if you aren't already familiar with this, regional rate box B, and then they have a regional rate box A. You see, I was just outside too. I finished this and then I went outside. The regional rates A and B, in a box A, you can put up to 15 pounds, and a box B, you can put up to 20 pounds. And they are normally a lot less than your regular rates. You can't get those rates at the post office though. So look it up online, USPS.gov. You have to order your boxes from USPS.gov, and they're free. They'll ship them to your house. Unfortunately, you can only get minimum of 10, or is it 5? No, minimum of 10. So if you got a box A, there's 2 of those, and a box B, you'd end up with 40 boxes, but you could take them to your post office and leave them for somebody else, but then they might just get confused with them. But anyway, so that's it. I actually was able to mail, if it had gone regular priority, it would have been $10.20, but because I used this priority B box, it shipped for $8.07. So that was over a $2 savings. And it's a lot of trouble to go through if you're just mailing one thing. But if it gets up to 20 pounds, because mine was only 5 pounds, but if things get a lot heavier, that's when you start saving more money, and if they go further. So that's just a little tip, and that's it. That's what I prepped today, that and postal service. So all right, everybody, thanks for watching, and let me know, what did you prep today, and do you do what I do? I have been binge watching some shows, and most recently it's The X-Files. So be blessed, everyone.